Okay, perfect. Okay, so like I said, I was really hoping that they were going to announce something crazy on the call tonight, but they did not. And so now we're just supposed to evaluate where we are. If you, like Ashley, you just started your business. So your goal right now is to get your 5. And you're going to get your 5. And so that's 5 to try it. Loyal customers, 5 people to take a 90-day challenge, easy peasy. And then 5 to share it. 5 people who could also use some extra money. We get them to share it with us, like we're doing, and then they get their people to try it, and their 5 to share it. So that would be like your goals for right now. And since you just said you signed your first loyal customer, that'll mean that you are that much closer. When you get your first 4 customers, you're going to get $100 in free product. So that's like our big goal right now, is like a little free product. And then with Mindy, like your goal, would be Tina and Sarah to 400 each. And you're like, and we can predict that on the organization viewer or tree viewer, and predict like what that's going to be this month, and then just fill it in. But I would just keep going like you're going, because that you like were killing it a minute ago, you know what I mean? So like keep doing you, get it done. Your cakes have been looking amazing. But like back to the host of posting, and that is how Ashley already got her first customer, I think, is from doing host of post like a boss ever since she first started. She's been killing it. And so yes. Okay. So the goal is to get for Mindy, that would be to get them, both of them, to 400. Ashley, your goal is to get to 400. And you're like, what is 400? The goal is to get to 400 GV, and that means group volume. So that's like approximately like $400 in sales. And when you're getting your shopping spree and stuff, you'll be able to get closer to being there anyway. So then it might just be like 1 more, 2 more customers maybe. And when you help somebody else to share the products too, then any of their customers also count towards that 400. So it'll fill up really easy. And so that's your that's one of the, it's a goal, but it's one of the things that happens while you're doing the get your 5 to try it, 5 to share it, 5 to try it, 5 to share it. And then I want to talk about host to post, because we all need to be so excited about that. Host to post for coffee, cleanse, HSN, and then maybe weight loss overall. And then I'm like, the host to post are just killing it. Like, let's just keep rocking that. The goal is 10 to 15 a day, because 10 to 15, because not all of them are going to have people comment on them. Ashley, yours have been having really great interactions so far, but that's not necessarily how it is every time. So if you get like 10 people to post it every single day, then not all of those are going to have interactions. It'll be totally fine. And that'll get you like really close to grabbing your shopping spree and all of that stuff like so quick. And that's gonna be the bomb. And then, okay, things to post about. We're going to talk about kind of what your wall kind ofness should be really quickly, or even your like Instagram should be like really quickly. When you first look at it, like when you first look at your wall or your Instagram, like your very firstness, it should have like your name. I know that sounds crazy, but it should have your name. and it should look very clean. You don't necessarily want a background picture of that's like a really blurry picture of like, and low quality picture of like people like moving or something. I hope that makes sense. Like you want it to be like, for me on mine, it's just words. It's just nice, clean, like pretty written words. And then my profile picture. And my profile picture is bright and my face. And if you look at it, hopefully you'll recognize who I am. And that is kind of the goal for that. Okay. You don't want to have to put your website up there, or you don't have to put like It Works Distributor. You don't have to change your Instagram name to, you don't have to change your Instagram name to like Raps or anything like that. Okay. You want it to be like you, but you want it to be nice and clean. When people see a lot of white space, they like it. You want your description to be about you, or what you like, or what you do, or like really about you. You don't want it to say like, hey, rap this, blah, 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 because of whatever, like in your little description where it's talking about you. Like you want it to talk about you. And then things to post about. The goal is to be posting every day about the business and every day about the products. If you're using the products and you're posting about using them, then you'll be able to post about your results and it'll be the bomb. If you're posting about that every day, that is epic. And that is going to get you great results. If you aren't necessarily using as many of the products as you'd like, if you haven't gotten to use all the products, if you're just starting out, if anything like that, right? Because all of those things are perfectly normal. I tried 0 products before I started the business. It's fine. You can post your friends' results. You can post pictures that come from my wall. You can post like any corporate approved photo. You can get pictures from the groups that I've added you to, and post those. But you don't necessarily want to post like, hey, hey, she used greens, order greens, $35, hurry. You don't want to post that. That's very salesy. You want to post like, oh my gosh, this is blah, blah, blah. She is having the best day. She feels so good. I'm so excited that she got the results she was looking for. Congratulations to her. I'm helping 2 more people do this. If you're interested, comment below. And you don't even have to put like, I'm helping 2 more people do this. If you're interested, comment below all the time. You can just talk about how excited you are for them and how they got what they got out of it. And that is the difference. We're not trying to be like salesy, buy from me, I have stuff, buy from me. We're trying to be very helpful and let people know what we have, but then still help them figure out what'll be best for them. I have lots of people, honestly, that message me and want lots of stuff that I'm not willing to sell them. And then if they'll order what we think that they like know that they should get, then if they try to get something else, I can tell them how to use it, and I get that, and people are going to order what they want to order, but I'm not going to be the one that says, hey, order that, when you just told me like 3 things that said that that's not what's going to help you anyway. And that's just because, you know, a lot of people think we're in sales, but honestly, we're in education and advertising, and we have to make sure that we help people get the right things for their specific goals, especially because there's plenty of people that will try Raps sometimes or something, and they'll be like, oh, I didn't lose any weight. And you're like, oh, let me see your pictures, because those aren't for weight loss. And then they don't know what you're talking about. And then it's just ridiculous. And I'm like,
so is there like a link or anything that you can go to like on our like our portal or eSuite that we can actually look at to find out like what products, like what they're helpful for, or is that kind of something that I'm just going to have to learn as I go?
Well, I had to learn that as I go. I had to learn that as I went. I had to figure that out on my own from trial and error and helping people, and then going and meeting giant groups of people at the same time that had all used these products and all had like similar things happen to them. And so like for right now, I would stick with like some of the conversations and stuff. And then as we like do more of those conversations, you'll see. And I know you've noticed a lot of the same products come up on everything, or come up for most people. And part of that has to do with the fact that those products are generally good for 98 or more percent of people. And then the other one is you were talking to a lot of people about keto, so some of those products were pretty standard in there because they were just getting excited about it. But there's just some different things, and the thing is like it all comes down to things like when we ask them if they're regular. If they say they're not regular and they want to order like almost anything from you at all that's not greens, shake, coffee, or a probiotic, it's probably not going to help them. And then they're going to try to blame it on the product. But that's just because a lot of people will think to themselves, oh, I only get to poop once a week. But they'll never realize like, oh, that's probably why I keep gaining weight. And so we can just help them figure it out. And some of that you'll just know. Like some of that you'll just figure out really quickly. And then like, I hope that makes sense. Like, I'm here to help you with all of that as we go. There's not really, like, the products do what the products do, and you can just go and learn about that, like, through the training and stuff. And this is, like, part of your training process, you know what I mean? On your online office, when you log in at the top, it has a little bitty icon that says training, and you can click in there, and they'll talk to you about a lot of stuff. And then there is a website called myitworksproductcoach.com, and it has like commonly answered questions, but it's not really the same. And then just on our websites, when you go to the individual products, it has a button that says view product info, and you can click that and it'll show you more information. But like I said, like a lot of what I've gotten good at with that stuff is just because I've gotten to talk to so many people over the time I've done this. And so, I made mistakes with the products, like personally, like using products that weren't good for me and not realizing it and having to figure that out. And like, granted, it's really only one that wasn't good for my life. But now I know that, so I don't have anybody that has to go through that. So I hope that makes sense at all. Do you have any like questions about that kind of thing? Like, does that make sense?
No, that definitely makes sense. I understand that. I guess it's, like you said, it's just kind of, I'm gonna have to learn as I go. So that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, and we'll, in the Wrapping the Diamond group, like if you scroll back for a minute, I did like a little tiny live on some of that stuff, and I'll go ahead and write down just to do another one of those on that, just to help do more information. We might need to do it on the Zoom thing. But like, in all reality, greens, when in doubt, go greens. And I'll just throw that like the way that it is. If you have any doubt as to what someone really needs, if you think that they can only get one product and that it, like, you have no idea what it is, go greens. It will always be a good idea. It will it will just always be a good idea. I've never had somebody come back to me and tell me like greens did not make me feel good. Like literally no one's ever said that. I don't even know why someone would try to play with me like that, because I already know better. But like, yeah, when in doubt, go greens. And that goes back to like product of the product. That's part of the reason we're trying to get the new people, the new guys, your shopping sprees, is so you can be a product of the product and get your own results and just feel so good like you're on greens every day, and it'll be awesome. And if enough of us like wanna just start doing like really cool, we could have like a team contest for like the biggest loser kind of thing or something. And just like go crazy, and then maybe like I'll give out something fun, like what? Like I don't know, like what? Like I want to say like Starbucks gift card or something, but that's not really right because we like keto coffee, so like I don't know. But yeah, so if enough of us wanted to do that, we could totally do that. And then like just to be products of the products, just to use the products ourselves. Like when your kit finally gets there and you're ready to use a wrap, like let me know so I can tell you the instructions, and it will be the bomb. Drink lots of water, and that doesn't have to do with the wraps necessarily. That has to do with just life in general. Like drink more water, everybody, just feel good. So okay, so Ashley, I wanted to talk about a keto, the keto strategy. The keto strategy that I've been using is anytime, anywhere at all that somebody posts on any Facebook that I can see, I will comment back, and like whatever it is about their post or whatever, I'll interact with. Like I'll tell them how cool that is, or how I need the recipe, or congratulations on losing your weight, or I'm so proud of you, or whatever it is that goes with what they're talking about in their post. I will respond to that. And then I will put, I have a keto cheat sheet or food list if you need it, with like the little heart emoji. And I just offer a keto cheat sheet and food list. This is available in our online offices. If you go to Document Library and search keto, it'll bring that up. If you go to Document Library and search the number 5, it brings up 5 to try it, 5 to share it, make your life better. But if you search keto, it brings up the food list and the cheat sheet. You can just screenshot them and crop them so they're pretty, and then you have them to send to people. But here's the deal. When there are people that you're not even talking to, like you might comment on Trista's post and then and say like you have that for Trista, and then 10 people that know Trista that don't know you will respond to your comment and be like, hey, can I get that too? Or they'll just message you and they'll be like, hey, I heard you on a food list. Can I like get that from you really quickly? And you're like, yeah, sure, of course, yes. And so I straight up, I have it in text replacement in my phone, so I'm going to show you like I'm going to tell you what it says. And so the first message, like basically no matter what, my first message said something or exactly, hey, love, you're interested in info on the keto lifestyle, right? And that's just me. I'm like reassuring them that I know what we're talking about. Like you want information on the keto lifestyle, right? Like that's where we're at. And they're always like excited about it, right? So they're like, yes, maybe they'll tell me a little bit about what's going on. And so then I'm like, cool. So you want info on keto. My next message says, are you trying to lose weight or get other benefits like mental clarity, more energy, or both? And they'll tell me like if they're trying to lose weight or if they're trying to have more energy or whatever it is, right? And so when they tell me that they're trying to lose weight, then I switch over to what I call our weight loss conversation. And I start asking them, like, how much weight are you trying to lose? That's an awesome goal. And those messages. And then I switch over to that. But whenever we get to the message, instead of saying 90 days towards your goals, instead of sending them that message, I send them a message that is about keto. And it says, keto is basically a lifestyle where you eat very few carbs and pretty much no sugar. It's all about healthy fats like coconut and avocado and stuff like that. It bumps up your body's natural ketone production. Doing that enhances weight loss, mental clarity, emotional stability, and a lot more things. Makes sense? And then I don't know if you can see it, like maybe not. And then I always end it with a question. If you'll notice that, I always end like all of these messages with a question. And it's just because then they have to answer me. And so then they'll be like, yeah, that makes total sense. And then I'm like, cool. So besides that, a big part of keto, I don't know if you can see that, a big part of keto is intermittent fasting. And then I tell them that's trying not to eat from like 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. and trying not to snack at the same time. Does that seem like something you try? And almost all the time they're like, heck yes, I'm going to do it. I love keto. And you're like, sweet, me too. And so then I tell them like, woo! So here is that keto cheat sheet and food list. And then I'll send it to them and I'll tell them, I think you're going to love keto. You can do to make life easier. Do you drink coffee or lemonade? Boom. And so then they say like which one they like, or they say both. And so then I just go into the conversation that's about the coffee. Like the next message I send is, do you normally drink coffee? And then they'll be like, yes. And I'm like, perfect. So this coffee, and then I'll go into that and just do that. And it has really been effective. And that's it. And that's just us helping them, providing them a service, providing them free information. See, and I don't even feel like it's sales, but we provided them useful information for free. We helped them figure out and figured out what their goals were. And then we got to give them tools for free. On top of that, you have a keto website. Whatever you typed into the blank when you first signed up, that gave you your website, that's like .myitworks.com. If you type in whatever that is, .startketotoday.com, so whatever, startketotoday.com, right? So you can go there, or you can give them that website after you talk to them, and then that's even more free keto information. And it's not just keto with these products, it's keto in general, because our company believes in providing a service to people, and they believe in this lifestyle. Because our CEO, when he got diagnosed with cancer, his doctor put him on this immediately, and he feels like it changed his life. So we're just like busting it. So like, yeah, it's a killer intro, like to switch them over, but we also provided them with a ton of stuff. And so it makes it super easy. Also, getting people to the next thing is getting people to the parties. So we're going to do the online party again this week. And like Ashley, like last week, you even did like the host to post for the party a little bit, I think. And you even you came to the party, you shared the party, killing it. You're going to do it again. So people that you don't know that have reached out to you from host to post, you'll be able to send them a message when we get closer to the party that says, hey, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to come? You might be able to win free samples. And they'll be like, oh my God, free samples. Yeah. And then you can be like, hey, do you want to do me a favor in the meantime? And I can put you in a drawing for $100 worth of free product. And they'd be like, oh, heck yes. that sounds like the bomb. And then you can get them to put a post on their wall about coffee and the party at the same time, and then even more people, right? Cool. So I hope that makes sense. The Zoomness is trying to tell me it wants to kick me off soon. It'll be fine. So yeah, so getting people to the parties and then adding new people. You can add startketotoday.com. Yes. Let me Oh, that worked. And then, okay, so adding new people. When people host a post for you and you go to reply to the people that commented, you want to make sure you're sending them friend requests before you message them, okay? And it just has to do with the algorithm. We just want to do it in that order, like their comment, respond to their comment, send them a friend request, then message them. I don't know, that's just how Facebook likes it. And even if someone doesn't want to host a post for you or put a post on their wall for you, or even if that person doesn't add you back or anything, you can go to their profile and you can look at their profile picture or like the last couple things that they posted that you like, things that you actually like. And then, right? And then you can click and see who liked those things too. And then you can see how many friends you have in common with those people. And if you have a decent number of friends in common with them, you can add them. And when I say decent, I mean 30 plus. I'm telling you this, if there is a woman on Facebook that you have over 150 like friends with, mutual friends with, you probably should just go ahead and send her a friend request. Like, I'm not telling you to send like 500 in a day. Like, don't go out tonight and send out 300. But when you get off this Zoom, if you want to go send out 25, 30 maybe, great idea. And if you have a million mutual friends with a chick, like, and she looks like somebody you could know or that you'd like, just send her a friend request. It's cool. That's pretty much all I have. I'm super excited. Hosting a post is going to be the bomb. We're trying to get everybody shopping sprees. We're going to do the online party probably Wednesday then. I will try to go live in Wrapping to Diamond about which products people should use for what and stuff like that. Or like which products people shouldn't use for what and stuff like that too. Any other questions? I'm good. Cool. If you come up with any questions, feel free to message me. I hope that website helped. So I need to do a live on which products for what. Is there anything else that you think I should do a live on tomorrow or this week that would be useful information? Things to post about. Let me go ahead and do that really quickly. Other things to post about. We're posting about the business and the products. If you're going to post about you using the products, that's the bomb. If you're going to post about other people using the products, that's the bomb. On the business side, okay, on the business side, right? You can take selfies of you with your kid. You can take selfies. You can take pictures of your dogs. You can take pictures of you cooking. You can take pictures of your laundry. You can take pictures of your dishes. You can take a picture of you watching TV. You can take a picture of your TV. You can take a picture of like your coffee. You can take a picture of you drinking coffee. You can take a picture of you having your products. You can take a picture of you with a book. You can take a picture of you with anything, a picture of your book, a picture of your book and your coffee. I hope I just listed enough things to freak you out. Literally anything. Literally anything. I hope that makes sense, because that was like a long list, right? So instead of trying to remember like everything I just said, just remember anything, okay? Anything. Right. So you can take a picture of almost anything and make it into a business post. All you have to do is caption it correctly. And to caption it, you're just going to say, your post is going to be what's happening, what's in the picture, or what's happening in the picture. You're going to be how you feel about it, and you're going to be like how excited you are about how you can be there and make money at the same time. Like what? Yes, that easy. If you're going to post a Snapchat picture, you can say, oh, guess who just got paid to snap? Oops. If you post a picture of you with your daughter, you can talk about, oh, this is me. I'm so excited that I can be here and make an extra income at the same time. If it's or it's products too, with that kind of thing too. You can have you can have your dogs, your kids, your family, your whatever, like your laundry, all the kinds of things in front of you. Hold the keto energy up, get them both in the picture, hold your coffee cup, pretend it's keto coffee, get keto coffee, feel good about it because it's delicious. Click, boom, there you go. And with the business side too, you can, when you're doing selfies and like being cute, you can talk about like caption the picture, like where you are, what's going on. You can talk about how, like where you were a year ago, like where you are today, and where you think you're going to be in a year because of this business. And just like past, present, future, or even just present, future. But just talking about emotions. So not necessarily saying, hey, join my team, but saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. How cool will it be if you came with? And some things like that. The other thing would be on your personal profiles, like when we're doing stuff, Facebook keeps track of what you're doing. Like Facebook is really nosy and like all up in your business. And it's making sure that your friends don't have to see crazy stuff, or that they do if that's what they want to see, and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you are posting more than 10 to 12 times a day, like if you're sharing a bunch of stuff, or posting a bunch of random stuff, or saying words that people don't want to see, like stuff that says like, can I get a like just random, like can I get a ride, or who wants to loan me money, or like whatever random thing it is like that, right? If you're posting stuff like that a lot, Facebook is not showing your stuff to people. So share things less. Like write happier things, write more inspirational, hopeful stuff, even if it's just the words. Even if you just go to Pinterest and grab a bunch of word quotes that make you feel good, and you start posting one of those in the morning, okay? I hope that makes sense too. I'll probably go back into like that on a live this week too. That's probably a good one. I hope that makes sense too. And the other thing I can tell you is that if you post on Facebook, you can copy the words that you posted on Facebook, take the picture you posted it with, go to Instagram, paste the words in there, and post that same picture. Then you can go to your Instagram story. Right. You can go to your Instagram story, and you can post that same picture and put a little bit of the words on it at a time. And then you can save those pictures, like after you're done, like upload the same picture, put a little bit more, upload the next, put a little bit more, right? So you have your IG story, you save those pictures. You can upload those same pictures to your Facebook story to save time, and your Snapchat to save time. And so then you're hitting all of these, and you're being super thoughtful because you're making them figure out how to go from platform to platform. Yeah, your personal page is going to be your whole platform, basically. You can get on IG and Snapchat too and start building there. But I work mostly on Facebook right now because I'm just not as consistent as at Instagram yet. And